Good morning, it's Victor Robert Farrel and it's November the 25th. It's another Monday in the Kingdom of Five. It's around about 11:04 and I'm speaking to you from the political multimedia centre of this vast political campaign that I'm running from the wonderful place of Leven. So I hope you'll listen to me now. I intend to, over the next couple of weeks, actually pursue this political campaign using social media. So if you've got any questions, then please email me. It will get to me at media@whisperingword.com, media@whisperingword.com, and I will answer those questions. I will attempt to do so anyway, both on my blog, which is brexitvictor.com, and also on these daily and sometimes several times a day, these videos that I'm going to be putting out. Now I say if I get time and if I get round to it, because I'm a working man. I'm not a politician, and some of you will say thank God for that. No, I'm a working man. I've got several gigs and I've got to get on with my jobs as well. So why am I standing now as an independent candidate for Glenrothes? Well, I'm glad you asked, so I will tell you. It was probably several weeks ago, probably less than that actually, that I contacted Brexit and I said if you want me to stand, I'd be glad to do so. They contacted me late in the game, lastminute.com, and said, would you like to stand? I said, aye, and everything else is history. As you know, I'm now standing as an independent candidate. I wanted to be a Brexit candidate simply because I do believe that we need to get out of Europe ASAP and be a sovereign independent nation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, of which the nation of Scotland is a part. I believe that, and I want to give people the opportunity to vote for a clean break Brexit, even now standing as an independent MP. Another reason that I've done this is that I have numerous conversations with people in my job. Sorry, I'm being contacted. I can get that another time. I have numerous conversations with people around the Kingdom of Five that are sick of the political mess that's been left over the last 3 years. And they're particularly sick of the major parties, the SNP, Labour, Liberal Democrats. They've had enough of them. Now listen. That being the case, we the common people, need to take back our political institutions, our democratic institutions, because they've not just let democracy die in this country, but rather what they've done is they murdered democracy. They've stabbed it in the back and they've stabbed it in the face. You cannot have a democracy if the people that lose will not accept their losses. As soon as you do not do that, you've got a recipe for anarchy. And that's what we've seen, soft anarchy. And my fear is if we do not resolve this issue of having the democratic process adhered to and the results of the democratic process adhered to, we're going to have real problems on our streets. That's a great concern to me. So I want to give people the opportunity not to vote for the present Muppets in Parliament. And forgive me, I don't mean any disrespect, but that's the way that they've acted, and that's why people are sick of them. They're sick of this political class, this snobby political class that dresses up in the saltire and that dresses up in their love for the poor and the downtrodden. No, they don't. Leven and this area, and Leven, Mouth and Methil, some of the poorest districts that you will find in this magnificent Kingdom of Fife. They've not done very well in taking care of them. So it's time we, the common people, and you, a lot of you have been bending my ear saying we should do something. Well, let's do something. Now, you know, if you've watched what happened to me, where my over 10,000 tweets, or just under 10,000 tweets over 10 years were absolutely gone through like you go through somebody's rubbish by the sexual alphabet people. They pulled out a number of tweets that were done over 4 months, stacked them in the way as though they would look like a continuous narrative, and it's not. Do I stand by my words? Yes, I do. Do I stand by the fact that the common people need to stand up despite this monstrous media machines that the SNP and the sexual alphabet people have? It's it's an absolutely terrifying machine of destruction. And woe betide anybody that stands up against them with a different worldview. Well, it's got to stop. And we've got to stand up against them. Sometimes you just got to take the pain to get these Muppets out of power. So I want to give you the opportunity to actually vote for me, and hopefully your vote will count. Can you do any worse than what you've seen over the last 3 years? No, I don't think so. Now, let me tell you, because I've also been asked, well, are you a Scot? What's your association with the Kingdom of Five? Have you just come up here from down the road, from London? London, God help us. You should go down there and see what it's like, and you'll know why I'm up here in beautiful Scotland and the beautiful Kingdom of Five. London, don't give me that. Who wants to live down there? No, my association with the Kingdom of Fife goes back 40 years for me and my wife. By the way, our kids have grown up and left home doing their own thing a long, long time ago. But yes, our association 40 years ago, I was serving in the Royal Navy and also on Polaris submarines. We're in refit here. I've been brought up as a Roman Catholic by Scottish Roman Catholic parents from Glenboig and Courtbridge, the other side of Scotland, of course. They went down to live in England to get jobs, and I was born down there. So I was brought up as a Scottish Roman Catholic. I became a Christian in the Navy, dare I use the term, a born-again Christian, while I was in the Royal Navy, and later on became a Protestant minister. Indeed, that's one of the gigs that I've got at the moment, and we're hoping to start a church here in Leven. 1st of March next year is our launch date that we've planned, if it all goes ahead, the George Wishart Memorial Church. So that's my contact with the great Kingdom of Five. It's my spiritual home. And I've lived in Scotland about 6 or 8 times. Man, I stopped counting after our 40th move. But very, very pleased to have lived here now for around about 20 months in this area. And despite it being one of the most run-down areas in the Kingdom of Five, we love it. And we love the people. And I think in many respects, as a working class person, which I am, I'm connecting with the working class people around this area. The way it looks as though my work is calling me, so I better get on with it. But meanwhile, I'll try and get these little snippets out to you to give you the opportunity to get the Muppets out of Holyrood and the Muppets out of Westminster. God bless you, and I'll speak to you all again soon.